four guys to win.
That was no goal, you know? They was in the crease.
Alright, let's get out of here.
Yo, fat dumbass, still eating out the damn garbage, girl. Don't you want to go Subway or something?
There's no time.
Someone got to say, you got a problem, girl. Your fat dumbass keep eating out the garbage. That and Daphne going to Butttown, not you.
Wow, Norville.
Oh, God, what are we gonna do? I can't go back to jail.
Velma, how is it that Fred went to Butttown more than you while he was in jail? Answer that for me, you fat dumb bitch.
And you do it for me.
Black Shaggy say, fuck you.
I'm out past curfew. What are you gonna do about that?
Velma, you let the police run your fat dumbass over. You dumb bitch. That's right.
Please evaluate the show on its merits.
You are a meathead.
Please give it a chance. And so...
A meathead, dead from the neck up. Meathead.
Now, for the first time, you can own your very own Rings of Power. From the Kelleborn Smiths, we'll be sending you one per season. Molded to appear forged in the fires of Mount Doom. Made from the finest cubic zirconium, plastic, and metal that isn't measurably radioactive and won't turn your fingers green. Probably. Much. These can now be yours for 5 easy payments of $39.99.99 Elvish runes. Act now. Supplies are limited, because once the Dark Lord Sauron takes over, they'll all be gone, and you'll be his slaves. And just remember,
there is a tempest in me,
whose fault this actually is.
and it will not be quelled.
Norville, guess what Daphne gave me?
Black Shaggy, no. Your fat dumb bitch ass star without him.
We kissed, but it's not a big deal.
Your fat dumb bitch ass was supposed to wait until Black Shaggy got there. Black Shaggy was going to be the meat in that sandwich.
Guess what? The last place her cell phone pinged was Fred's house.
That motherfucker got a tiny dick. Black Shaggy, no. Black Shaggy watches the news.
In this day and age, you can't speculate about someone's sexuality.
When did this become about Tiny Dick Fred? Black Shaggy gonna call him TD from now on. TD, Tiny Dick. Not touchdown, Tiny Dick. That's right. Black Shaggy still got the equipment you need. We both know this is the only way your fat, dumb bitch ass is gonna get some. When you ready, you come see Black Shaggy. That's right. Dumb bitch. Velma, your fat dumb ass is supposed to find out if Daphne likes to go to Browntown or not.
I'm trying. This is the first chance I've had to focus. Thank God hot girls would rather be murdered than enter the band room.
I knew you was in the role playing, but now you got me in this stupid ass outfit. About time you admit to yourself you like the vag. Dumb bitch.
Norville, I didn't come out. I told you, I like Daphne, but also find Fred attractive.
You know Fred got a tiny dick.
But Daphne, our personalities just click. I can't explain it.
Black Shaggy can explain it. You want them titties just as much as Black Shaggy do. You can't say I blame you. Black Shaggy like them titties too. Daphne got herself some nice titties. That's right.
This is exactly the problem with this list. Men make everything about them and what they want.
That's right. And Black Shaggy want to perform some butt sex on Daphne.
Our whole lives, girls are told by guys there's a right way to be hot.
Yeah, it's giving up the back door. That'll make your ass a lot hotter, bitch.
But now because of this list, I have to validate everything I hate about men's ideas of beauty norms.
Bitch, just be glad someone interested in you. Your fat dumbass ain't gonna get none anyhow. That's right, Black Shaggy went there. That's right.
It's the Muppet Show with a very special guest star, Mr. Jack Black, Lizzo, Tim Meadows, Jen Cobb. Really? Who the f*** is Jen Cober? Okay. Christopher Lloyd, and Amy Sedaris. Yay! And don't miss a special appearance next week by Jay and Silent Bob. Because why the f*** not at this point?
Norville, what are you doing here?
Black Shaggy need a minute to prepare for this. I got to know what I'm getting into. So do you like the back door or not? Black Shaggy don't want to read this in the newspaper. You dig? Inquiring minds want to know.
We have a student newspaper?
Bitch is dumb.
Hey! Who just threw a rock through my window?
Geo from the Crystal Mines. You should know that because your dumb bitch ass was born there.
The Crystal Mines? That old tourist attraction that's now a seagull toilet full of condoms?
Bitch is crass. That's right.
Coming up on the CW, it's prom night, and love is in the air. Until it's time to throw down! Sam and Miguel share a tender moment. But look who's crashing the party! Watch as young couples share a romantic dance. And fight! And dance fight! Be sure to watch an extra special episode of Kung Fu High Prom Night!
Okay, buddy. I'm someone number amateur. I'm sending about it. I never amateur. We got my famous road. We got Russ Osborne. Steve Summer. I'm sending about it. Never amateur. That's right. Come on, that's a shaggy fellow, sir. That's right. That's right. It's a shaggy fellow, sir. Don Imus likes the black shaggy. How you doing, everybody? We got black shaggy. We got Tom McCartney and the Black Beatles. How's it going? That the morning.
How's it going, everybody? 66 WNBC. We want some bad. We want to be so good. Let's check in with the cat cam. We got one of the kitties on the cam here. If I can untangle the camera from the wiring here. How's everybody doing out there in radio land? We got cat cam. Let me see. Cat cam. Here we go. Cat cam. Cat cam. Cat cam. Cat cam. Cat cam. He's right there. Ranch, buddy. How you doing? Hey, buddy. Oh, okay. He's maxing and relaxing. Living his best kitty life here. The other one's around here somewhere. Ranch, buddy. Up here, buddy. Up here. Hey, take a look. Up here, buddy. Up here. Yeah. He's a big boy. Oh, don't eat the camera. Don't eat the camera. He wants to eat the camera. There's my big furry ham hock of a leg. There you go, buddy. How you doing? How you doing? Hey, buddy. And he's had it now. So, all right, we'll check back in with him a little while. Let's see if Zabu comes down. How are we doing, everybody out there? Let's see. Cesare Japan, Chef Nation, Morbid Fury, Ricardo, Elizondo, posting. Anthony Way, the Monkey. Anubis T800, Morbid Fury. How's everybody doing? Everybody who's watching, everybody who's listening, everybody who can be with Instant Spirit, but unfortunately cannot be. I got a cup of coffee here. I'm armed and ready. Got my official Golden Knights mug. How you doing? That is a nice looking mug, actually. This is a really good looking mug. And it holds a mighty fine beverage. That's good stuff. Okay, everybody. So let's kick it off. It is Sunday. It is time to check in with the SAG after strike. First thing we do. And not a lot of progress. Listen, thousands descend on NBC Universal after sidewalk controversy. NBC Universal has been at the center of a number of controversies involving the picket line over the last few months. The studio was accused of maliciously tree trimming, and construction has caused chaos as writers have attempted to picket at the FBI studio. Today saw thousands of WGA SAG-AFTRA members celebrate a new pavement with freshly poured asphalt and the removal of fencing in what was thought to be one of the biggest collection of picketers in LA since the strike began. So there we have video.
Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. Tell me what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like.
That's right. This is what democracy looks like. This is what democracy looks like. That's right. Its numbers were bolstered by the fact that the SAG-AFTRA members weren't picketing at the Warner Brothers Discovery, Disney, or Disney lots today, although WGA was at all locations. A jovial mood saw actors such as Modern Family's Eric Stonestreet and American Gods' Ricky Whittle attend the picket line, which had large police presence. It appeared that the picket line was closed down early as a result of the turnout, as many writers and actors flooded into the streets. Our picketers have taken over the streets, said SAG-AFTRA chief negotiator Duncan Crabtree Ireland, amid a backdrop of police sirens. Well, we're not supposed to be out here in the street. This is how strongly our members feel about getting a fair contract. We're going to get everybody out in the middle of the street, but just know this. Just know this tells you how strong our members feel, how important this issue is, and we're going to do what it takes to get a fair, equitable, respectful contract. Picket line SAG-AFTRA Universal made its way into the street. So, massive picket line comes after WGA and SAG-AFTRA filed National Labor Relations complaint against the studios, accusing it of interfering with picketing activity by covering the sidewalks with construction fencing and making it unsafe to walk near the studio, as well as a petition that was signed by over 20,000 people. SAG-AFTRA Secretary-Treasurer Jolie Fisher, the actress Jolie Fisher? I used to like her. Is that Jolie Fisher? Let me see. That's the same one. Same one. She really hasn't aged all that well, though. Oh well, it happens. She told Deadline that it was an emotional day. I came here 1 week and I was able to walk the whole length of the studio, and then suddenly they didn't want us here so desperately they had to make it unsafe. They moved the sidewalks and put up the scaffolding, and if that wasn't bad enough, they cut down trees to take away our shame. Paul LeClaire, who's been SAG member since 1968 and has appeared on series such as General Hospital, said it's all about solidarity. We had a problem here before because they put up these barricades and like they were doing construction, but they weren't doing any construction. They were blocking the sidewalk so the picketers couldn't walk, he told Deadline. I guess push came to shove and they created this walkway for us today. There were mixed feelings about today's talks between the WGA and the AMPTP. Jerry Ryan, who has starred in series such as Star Trek The Next Generation and Bosch, said, Star Trek Picard, rather, any movement is positive. LeClaire believes it's smoke and mirrors. They didn't even invite SAG-AFTRA. They just invited the WGA. See, they want to break the union. They want to divide and conquer. And my take on this is that they feel that the writers have been on strike for 3 months and they're ready to crack, and they are ready to take whatever they offer. The crowd was as tall as it was wide for Madeline Falk, who has been a SAG card carrier since 1996, is a member of a variety group, Girls on Stilts. I think I've heard of them, and has appeared on the series, series including CSI. She was on stilts, obviously. You really feel the power of people coming together, she told Deadline. And I am a variety performer. I just figured I'd bring a little extra attention to the strike. Okay, let's take a look. Okay, well, anyway. More police arriving. Okay. So the strike is going. There's going to be nothing. Listen, they got stuff in the can already. we're probably going to see more. They're going to do more reality series. Listen, I shed no tears. Well, okay, but here's the problem, though. Yeah, I mean, listen, it's hard to feel sympathy for. It's hard to feel sympathy for people who make a lot of money, but at the same time, listen. Management wants to break the labor union. They want to break. It's not just this labor union; it's going to be all labor unions. If they can break this union, then the next will be like the UAW worker, or the restaurant workers, or the Teamsters, or the carpenters. I mean, they're going to try to break labor all over this country, because what's been happening is labor has been taking power back from management in the workplace. I mean, we've been actually, labor has been demanding better wages. And with corporations and CEOs getting the kind of money that they're getting, I don't think they have any place to say, oh, well, you're being unreasonable. Really? We're being unreasonable? A guy like Bezos is going to be worth $136 billion, whatever it is. And it's unreasonable for one of his warehouse workers to be able to take a bathroom break. Think about and the solution hasn't been, it hasn't been anybody saying, listen, maybe we should treat people more fairly. No, the solution hasn't been that. The solution's been, hey, let's get children who are more easily intimidated to work for us. And like I said, this is just an example of how management and labor, the rift between the two of them. And most actors don't make a lot of money. Listen, you used to be able to carve out a decent living for yourself doing commercials. Not anymore. One of the podcasts I listened to, the Majority Report with Sam Cedar. Sam is a SAG-AFTRA member. And I'll get to that. I'll get to that in a minute, Morgan. I'll talk about that. How long is this thing going to go? Well, they're talking about it's indefinitely. Yeah, well, listen. Well, here's the thing. Yeah, nobody else. And that's the thing. I mean, listen. The entertainment industry was, and this being from a card carrying union, the dumbness of a few ruining the strike for everyone else. When you're a card carrying union member, one of the things is that you used to be able to carve out a nice living for yourself as a SAG-AFTRA member because of the deals that were in place. One of the deals actually SAG-AFTRA is they have minimums for people who appear in movies and television, whatever. And I use this example all the time. Let's just say, we have I'm a producer and I'm a studio executive, and we want to make the big movie. Okay, we want to get Rob Robot Shlomo to star in the big movie, who's a SAG-AFTRA member. Okay, we said, what are the union demands? What are the union minimums? Okay, we have to pay Rob Robot Shlomo. If his name's it says starring Rob Robot Shlomo, we have to pay him $1 million. Just flat up front. And then another studio guy comes along and says, wait, we can get Mr. Joe English over here from England, from Great Britain, who is a BAFTA member. He's a BAFTA member, but he's not in the SAG union, but he's already a BAFTA member overseas. We can get him, and we can underpay him. We can pay him $200,000. Well, it's much more advantageous for us to get Joe English to star in that movie. And that is one of the things that they've been doing for years. So why should I side with management if they're already skirting the union rules to deliberately underpay people? Is this only affecting the U.S.? I think it's only the U.S. As far as I know, it's only the U.S. But here's the thing: anybody who comes over now to be in anything in a U.S. movie or production or anything, they're going to be looked at as scabs. I mean, like I said, it's not just the U.S. It's not just the actors and writers that are being affected. It's also the carpenters. It's the electricians. It's the caterers. It's the grips. It's the production assistants. It's all the people down the line, all the way to the sanitation guys. Obviously, if there's no movies being made, then they don't need craft services. They don't need a caterer on set. They don't need set builders. They don't need carpenters. They don't need electricians. They don't need drivers. They don't need any of those guys. I tend to believe that. I tend to agree with you. There's probably a better way to do it. Yeah, it touches on all jobs. Yeah, around making a movie. There's a lot of people involved in making a movie. I mean, it's not just actors and writers and directors. Yeah, there's a lot of people involved in making a movie. There's one guy, though, who should not surprise you that actually has put his money where his mouth is. And that guy is, just look at the credits. Yeah. I mean, well, there's a lot of guys. There's one guy who has put his money where his mouth is, and that guy is Seth MacFarlane. Seth MacFarlane has donated $1 million out of his own pocket to the community fund to aid industry workers during the strikes. I mean, here's a guy who he's got enough money. Obviously, he could just sit back and just do whatever he wants. Yeah, but no, he knows he knows his support. He knows where he came from. He was a writer on Cartoon Network, an animator at Cartoon Network. One of the first jobs he had in the TV industry was voicing Fred Flintstone. Adam Conover is annoying. Oh yeah, I agree with you. Adam Conover is that annoying hipster who wants to remind you why you're wrong about everything. And even though he may be right, he's just like, shut up and get out of my face, will you? Yeah, Adam Conover is irritating. I give you that. Seth MacFarlane has donated $1 million to the Entertainment Community Fund to assist industry workers impacted by the ongoing SAG-AFTRA WGA strike. The organization said on Tuesday, since May 1, the day before the Writers Guild went on strike, the fund has raised more than $6.3 million for more than 7,500 donors, including MacFarlane, in support of the film and television workers. Given the heightened rate of requests for emergency financial assistance due to the work stoppage, the fund is distributing about $400,000 to $500,000 per week, compared to an average of $75,000 per week in the first half of 2023. The fund said. As of July, the fund says it provided more than $2.7 million more than 1,500 people affected, to the more than 1,500 people affected by the current work stoppages, providing them with emergency financial assistance to cover basic living expenses such as rent, groceries, health insurance, and medical bills, as well as mental health support. The move comes after Dwayne Johnson, there you go, The Rock, donated last week $1 million to the SAG-AFTRA Foundation Emergency Assistance Program. It's its own charity funded by donations. The program available to SAG-AFTRA members impacted by the work stoppage and in urgent need also includes job training and development. Yeah, and there's also people that are not going to come back from this too. They're not going to come back to the entertainment industry. Also this week, the motion picture industry pension and health plan announced it was finalizing a hardship plan that would be accessible by impacted members beginning September 1. The MPIPHP, try that saying five times fast, has been pointing members of its more than 30 industry-related unions to relief funds, including the ECF, the Motion Picture and Television Fund, the Union Solidarity Coalition, and the Will Rogers Motion Pictures Pioneers Association. Today marks the 92nd day of the Writers Guild strike and day 19 of the SAG-AFTRA strike in their contract fights with studios. Variety first broke the story of MacFarlane's donation. So there you go. So Seth MacFarlane put his money where his mouth is. Seth MacFarlane is, like I said, he's listen. Seth MacFarlane actually, he is from, supporting dumb conventions is keeping these lesser known actors. Yes, that is also a very good point. Listen, I mean, again, you have guys like Robert Picardo. You have guys like Peckersbach. You got guys like Bugknocker Kirk. I mean, listen, I don't think they're getting rich off of what they're doing right now, but there are a lot of guys, and the two people from the very lovely people we met from Land of the Lost. They go around doing conventions. And they make their money by doing that, by making the convention circuit, by doing the convention circuit. And it is listen, it's important, to them. I mean, listen, it's not only important it's important to them. They go around, they do these conventions, and that's their livelihood. So, and there's a condition that listen, the reason STLV, they changed the name to STLV, first of all, which is dumb because they don't have creation events, can't get the license to use the name Star Trek anymore. So they changed to STLV. What does ST stand for? They can't promote any in-production work. So there were panels there, but they had to do stuff that didn't. So that they have to do stuff that's not in production. So you can't promote any struck work. You can't promote any upcoming work, anything like that. So hey, like I said, go see, go see hi to the Land of the Lost people, and they are very happy that They are very, very happy that you come by and say hello to them. All the Yellow Jackets of France during gun and say why not? One of the other things too you got to remember. We've entered a whole new era with streaming. It's easy to say, oh, well, they're wrong. Everybody's wrong. No. We've entered a whole new era with streaming. Streaming didn't exist back in 2007. What little streaming there was, it certainly isn't like it is now. And so what's been happening is studios been making these huge investments in streaming. And they're trying to they're trying to hose the talent, really. They're trying to hose the talent. Listen, there was a movie made about the Three Stooges. There was a movie made years ago about the Three Stooges, and they went to the studio. It was Universal or something. I can't remember. And they went into the studio and they were editing their shorts together. And they said, "Hey, what are you doing?" And, we're editing your shorts together. Well, yeah, what for? Oh, yeah, to show them on television. And then, Mo, Larry, and Shemp or Joe Besser was like, "Oh, it's sweet. Yeah, great. Hey, this is great. How much are we going to get for this? How much money are we going to get for this?" And they looked at him and was like, well, "What do you mean? What do you mean how much money we get? What are you talking about?" So, yeah, so they've been trying to screw actors for years, really. All right. So anyways, like I said, nobody's really, hopefully this will get resolved. Hopefully every second, but just remember, if they break labor here, they're going to break it in other industries. That's the thing. That is the thing. The rise of podcasts and so on has the streaming bubble burst. It's hard to say. The thing about podcasts is like ordinary people used to do it, and now the celebrities all want to do it. I'm like, it's just not the same anymore. I think once big money gets involved in this kind of stuff, I think that's the thing. That's the turning point. I think that is always the turning point. You got senators want a podcast. You have celebrities want to do a podcast. I'm like, what? We can't have anything for ourselves? Thanks a lot, guys. Yeah, I mean, well, the whole thing about podcasts was that it was real. It was a niche thing. It was real. Like I said, you didn't need any real talent. Lord knows I don't have any talent. I mean, yeah, anybody could do it. That was the thing. Anybody could do it. They could put it up on Libsyn or whatever. That's right. Yeah. All right. So anyway, so that's where we are now. So that's where we are. So okay. Let's go on to the next story. Barbie has. Oh God, honestly, if you told me Barbie was going to make $1 billion a year ago, I would have said you're nuts. I would have said you're absolutely crazy. But here we are. Barbie crosses $1 billion globally. Who knew? And listen, we watched we saw the trench. We saw the trench. Meg 2, the trench. It's a goofy B monster movie, One thing that was horrifying about it was they showed the inside the shark's mouth, the megalodon's mouth, scooping up swimmers. I'm like, oh yeah, that's just disturbing. Yeah, I didn't need to see that. What is this? Phantom Wire, we have crossed. What? Oh, Blue Beetle? Hold on. Let me go, because that doesn't come through as a link. Let me in StreamYard. So let me go and bless you, buddy. He did sneezies. He did sneezies. So let me see. Hold on. Phantom Wire. Let's see what we got here. No, I just want that. Okay, here we go. Oh, we have to cross the first hill, right? Zolo Meriduena. Pleads DC fans after disheartening. Oh, God. Blue Beetle? Okay, let me talk about that in a minute here. That's true. It's not like Barbie had, but I mean, and it is an iconic brand. That's the thing. Barbie is an iconic brand. So, yeah. And the fact that listen, you have a lot of people who you didn't think would like it, liking it. Like, I didn't think it was terrible. Then again, I recognize that this movie's not for me. That whole thing about Barbie wasn't made for you. Okay, all right, fine. There's enough. I don't. That's a good question. Let's take a look. Actually, Barbie was. I think Barbie was. I think it was problems releasing it in China. Okay, so the Meg is obviously. If you watch the Meg, that is obviously made for China. There are several Chinese characters. Chinese character does a lot of, is very one's called him the hero, but he's pivotal to integral to the scene, to the climax of the movie. Is it true Barbie's message is you combat misogyny with misandry? That's a tough one. They do say that the patriarchy is completely made up. Because if the patriarchy, listen, Ken goes out into the quote unquote real world, he wants to be a doctor. He finds a book about the patriarchy. Okay, I want to be a doctor. All right, let's see. Okay, you're not qualified to be a doctor. Yeah, but I'm a man. Okay, not enough. Get lost. Then, oh yeah, I want to be the CEO. Oh yeah, what makes you qualified? I'm a man. All right, see you later. The problem with the patriarchy is it wasn't implemented properly. So he goes back and he implements the patriarchy in Barbie Land, and it's just a mess. So that's the thing. And the other thing is like, hey, listen, Barbie's kind of a vapid person. And they tell us, listen, you gotta have more going on for yourself. And you gotta cut the Kens in on the action too. Because there was the thing about Barbie, where do the Kens live? And she says, I don't know. We never thought about it. The Kens are just an afterthought. And that's the thing. And then they reach the conclusion, hey, Barbies, you got to include the Kens in on the decisions. This is Europe, and it could be called Barbie's Serious Competition. Sorry, I say Oppenheimer. Yeah. Listen, I don't disagree with that. But at the same time, Barbie was punching way above its weight in terms of box office. I had no idea it was going to do this well. A lot of people didn't either. The other thing too is I saw Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I didn't like it. Did not like it. It was annoying. One of those typical annoying teen movies typical annoying movies that looks like Across the Spider-Verse. Same art style. And they turned April O'Neil into a frumpy, less self-loathing, less annoying version of Velma. Fat dumpy, brown chick. Yeah, that's right, buddy. That's right. You hungry? You hungry, Naranja? But and so there you go. So listen, there you go. And here's the other thing. And let's talk about this Blue Beetle thing just for a quick second. We'll cover that. Now, listen, the kid in this movie was from. Yeah, that's right, buddy. Okay, you're hungry. You're gonna have to wait a minute, okay? You're gonna have to wait. Can you wait a minute? Agent Orange Cat is a little hungry. Blue Beetle is gonna tank hard. This movie is dead on arrival. We have to cross the first hill, right? Cholo or Zolo? Cholo? Mariduena pleads DC fans after a disheartening $17 million box office. DC right now is going through a poor run of box office numbers. The most recent in that run was June's eagerly anticipated The Flash, which on its $200 million plus box office, that's it. How are these movies costing so much money? An unprecedented amount of money, and even end up being one of the biggest flops in Hollywood history. DC still has two movies from the old regime, Blue Beetle and Aquaman 2, to release after the 3 box office flops back. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Okay, you know what? He's not gonna let me. He's gonna continue pestering me. I'm gonna play a commercial while I give him some food. So hang on a second here.
Need a new car? Looking for that business vehicle or ornaments to conquer a small nation? At Cobra Commander's Sharp Auto Sales, we want to put you in your next vehicle. We have everything to meet your work, family, or military needs. Check out this His Tank. It can be yours for no money down and only $2.99 a month. Need something more versatile? How about this Stinger Jeep? Fully armored, missile launcher included. Only 40,000 miles, most of which are non-combat. We've also got Rattlers, Night Ravens, and the all-new Ford Escape. And now we're offering 0 payments for 6 months, or until Destro can formulate a plan to take over the banks. Remember, at Cobra Commander's Sharp Auto Sales, we're not just a car dealer. We're an evil terrorist organization determined to rule the world. And we're certified by the Better Business Bureau. So come on down to Cobra Commander's Sharp Auto Sales for a test drive on Route 1 in Springfield. Follow the signs at the bomb craters. Free balloons for the kids. Come on down! Cobra!
Okay, I'm back. Like I said, he wanted to be fed, and he was going to. Yeah, he was going to be annoying. So, Blue Beetle. Where am I? Black Adam, Shazam 2 and The Flash. Box Office Pro forecasts. Blue Beetle's opening weekend take maybe as low as $12 to $17 million. For a superhero film nowadays, that would be a pretty catastrophic start. Amidst this box office projection and the ongoing double strike, actor Cholo Mariduena emotionally called for fans to show up for the movie and to make it a hit. Cholo Mariduena's emotional appeal to fans. Box Office Pro Analytics project that Blue Beetle will bring in between $27 and $55 million during its entire domestic run. This would earn less than Shazam Fury of the Gods and possibly less than The Suicide Squad and Wonder Woman 1984. The fact that the actor strike is still going on will prevent Blue Beetle's cast from promoting the upcoming DCEU film, which may be why the movie's collection is projected so poorly. Warner Brothers reportedly considered postponing Blue Beetle shortly after the strike started so that performers could properly promote the film. The studio ultimately decided against delaying the release of the movie to 2024. Cholo Mariduena, or Zolo Mariduena, I think that's how you pronounce it. How is it, Zolo or Cholo? I don't know. Whatever. Miguel. In the meantime, urges fans to come see the movie and its character and how it opens up. I have had the pleasure of getting to speak with Mr. James Gunn and the whole DC fam. And at the end of the day, I think first we have to cross this first hill, right? And introduce Jamie to the world. But I think it's up to the audience to watch the movie. It's up to everyone to show up for the movie. And it's so wonderful that we get to make a movie like this. Oh, there's a guy promoting his film the right way. Hey, listen, you know what? Like we worked hard on this film. We'd like everybody to show up. I think it's great that we get to make these movies. Look, he's not insulting the audience. See that? Let's take a look at that. Fans are thrilled to watch Zolo Mariduena make his debut as Jamie Reyes in what the actor revealed to be the first ever film. He shares that the actor strike will prevent DC movie from having the press tour that was planned, and it's painful to see the disappointment on his face. He does, however, want to stand in solidarity with his fellow performers and be on the right side of history. Zolo Mariduena about playing Blue Beetle. Zolo Mariduena will play Jamie Reyes the lead role in DC's first adaptation of a comic book featuring a Latino superhero. Maridueña revealed that he is most thrilled to play a Latino character when talking about his new role. The only thing that is on my mind right now is just the fact that he's a Latino. Okay, well, you're losing me. You're losing me. I have so much pride in getting to be a part of this project with Angel. Someone like him, he said. I think it's so important, and I don't want to stand on the soapbox for too long, but representation is so important. You lost me. Speaking of Variety, at the Cobra Kai Season 5 premiere, Maridueña admitted that he experienced a lot of nerves and exhilaration while playing the role. Excited is not the first word that comes to my brain, he continued. It's a nervous excitement. It's antsiness. Oh, antsiness. It's the anticipation of knowing that you're on the brink of something potentially big, but it still feels really intimate because you're just with the cast and the crew. The actor also expressed his joy at DC's decision to include a Latino superhero. He stated, I can't wait for the audience to witness one of the first Latino-led superhero films. How about, hey, listen, I'm just really excited. Reyes, played by Maridueña, enters what appears to be an old Blue Beetle hideout at the very end of the trailer and says, it's like Batman stuff. In response, Lopez's character says, Batman's a fascist. Blue Beetle is slated for August 18th theatrical release. So, hey, listen, we like this kid, but, I'm sorry. This movie's DOA. It really is. This movie is it is not going to do well. I'm sorry. And the fact that he can appear on talk shows is secondary, because it is one of those things. Listen, it's not going to help. It's not. I don't think this is going to help. Going on Seth Meyers or whatever. And it's this is an obscure character. Yeah, it is going to lose a lot of money. What was the budget on this? That's actually a good question. Blue Beetle budget. It has to cost on over $120 million. 120 million. Yeah, 120 million. I think this thing makes maybe 100 million, maybe 80, 90 million total. No, it doesn't even make that. No, it's gonna make 50 million. $50 million. Well, yeah, they have to. They have to make say representation, diversity. Because it's the thing now. Oh, well, we have to make sure we make representation. Say representation. So, pardon me. It sneezes. So, yeah, that's Blue Beetle, man. This movie's not going to do good. This is going to go down as big. And it's unfair because, darn it, it's unfair because we like this guy from Cobra Kai. We like him. He's good. He's good. Seems like an okay kid. Yeah, we don't care about just make a good movie. Yes. And the whole thing about, oh, well, we're at superhero fatigue. No, we're not superhero fatigue. We're at bad movie fatigue. We've been saying this for a long time. We're at bad movie fatigue. We hate bad movies. We don't want to see bad movies. We want to see good movies. I understand there's going to be a lot more bad movies than good. That's just the law of averages. But give us something halfway decent. Yeah, give us something that's halfway decent. I'll go gladly. We'll go see it. Yes, DBA. It's Dead Before Arrival. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Yeah, I don't think China is saying preoccupied. But you know what? Here's the irony of that. Star Wars, the Star Wars, the Disney sequel trilogy. You know what hindered actually the movie in China? They didn't like it that it starred ugly people. I'm not making that up. Part of the appeal of going to see a big American movie is to see big American stars. Let me see if I can find that article. Actually, is this from a forum? What is this from? That's from an online forum. Yeah, but part of it, you have to take that with a grain of salt. But part of the reason why is they didn't like the ugly people in Last Jedi. In Star Wars movies, they felt if it was starring more beautiful people like Angelina Jolie or Will Smith, they would have gone to see it. And the irony is that you do this for representation. Oh yeah, we need representation. We need representation. We need representation. The Meg 2 is a good example. He had a lot of Chinese characters. But here's the problem. The Chinese already have a film industry. They have all the representation they want. If they want to see Chinese actors in a movie, they'll watch a Chinese movie. Part of their appeal, the appeal is they want to see big Hollywood stars. They want to see big Hollywood stars. They don't want to see Chinese actors. Yeah, that's more for Hollywood and the directors in the film industry to pat themselves on the back. Yeah, well, I have a Filipino quadriplegic lesbian in my movie. Oh yeah, well, I have a amputee, Rehulk, a blind amputee Rehulk in my and they pat each other on the back. Oh, you're doing so well, and they parade these poor actors around like it's a freak show. Seriously, these the people in the movie industry, they're the last ones to get it. They really are. They really are the last ones to get it. If they want to see, they made a movie actually. You know what happened? They made a movie, that movie, The Great Wall. The Great Wall was a Chinese made feature. And Matt Damon was in it. I'll tell you how much they don't get it. Matt Damon was in this movie, The Great Wall. Okay? They released it in the US. They were so proud. The Chinese studio was so proud. We got Matt Damon. We got a big Hollywood star to be in our movie, Matt Damon. Yeah, this is going to show ours. And you know what the response was? In America, Matt Damon plays white savior in the wall, in The Great Wall. Like, oh, for God's sake. You got to be kidding me. Talk about missing the point completely. All right. Well, I'm going to move on. So, and today happens to be the birthday of Alexander Fleming, the guy who invented penicillin. So, but now, he's just an old white guy. So let's move on. We're going to do some animal news. Animal news. Got to do more of that. Animal news. We got to do more of that. Animal news. Speaking of China, there's a segue for you. Speaking of China, something's happening at the zoo in China. Somebody told me it's all happening at the zoo. Somebody told me it's all happening at the zoo. You know what's happening at the zoo in China? Zoo in China denies speculation that its bears are actually humans in disguise. Footage of a Malayan sun bear standing on its hind legs sparked suggestions on social media that it could be a person dressed in a costume. Hong Kong, a zoo in eastern China, has denied suggestion that its bears are in fact people dressed in costumes after a video of one standing like a human went viral on social media. Footage of the Malayan sun bear standing on its hind legs sparked speculation on the Chinese internet over the weekend, but the zoo in eastern province of Zhangjiang, I did the documentary. Zhejiang insisted it really is a bear, just a little smaller and a different ones to the ones we're used to. Some people think I stand like a human, and it seems that you don't understand me that much. Hangzhou Zoo wrote on its official social media account on Sunday from the perspective of the bear in the video named Angela. Previously, some tourists thought that I was too tiny to be a bear. I have to emphasize again, I am a Malayan bear. I am a Malayan sun bear, not a black bear, not a dog, a sun bear. The video of the bear standing and interacting with tourists circulated widely online after a 15-second clip was posted by the Dunyan on Dunyan, the Chinese version of TikTok, on July 27th. Trending topics on the subject attracted millions of views on the platform as people questioned whether the bear was a human in disguise, given its behavior as well as the visible folds of its fur on its body that resemble humans wearing ill-fitting clothing. Oh God, that is so funny. That is so funny. That is so funny. So yeah, oh yeah. Oh God, that looks, hold on, let me take a look here. We got the picture highlighted on Twitter. Let me just present that here for you people. So there is a close-up of the bear. There's like, well, that's the folds in his skin. So, oh wow. Okay, I don't know, guys. Looks kind of iffy to me. Looks a little iffy to me. I don't know. Could be a bear. Could be a guy. I have to see how big are they in person. So let's switch back to the other story here. The Hangzhou Zoo, located in China, denies social media rumors that Sun Bear is a human in a suit. Some people think the bear stands like a person. It seems you don't understand the bear very well. But an expert told NBC that such speculation was unfounded. The animal in the video is a sun bear for sure, said Wang Su Te, a wildlife biologist and founder of the Bornean Sun Bear Conservation Center in Malaysia. He has been researching the animal for about 25 years. Sun bears could be very human-like. He said they stand like humans and walk like humans, adding that the sun bear mothers could carry babies with their hands and walk by their hind legs. I never thought it could be a human in disguise, said Gino Liu, a previous visitor to the Hangzhou Zoo, speaking via messaging app. It is a bear, but it really looks like a human. Hangzhou Zoo declined NBC News' request for a phone interview, saying that it only welcomes in-person interviews. But in an audio recording posted by Chinese state media, an employee denied the allegation, saying that human beings cannot last for a few minutes in a fursuit under a high temperature of 104 degrees Fahrenheit in the area during the summer. Sun bears are the smallest bears, standing 1.3 meters, 51 inches tall, while other species can stand almost 2.8 meters, 110 inches tall, on their hind legs, according to the zoo. Oh, look at him. Okay, look at him. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, he looks sad. He looks sad. There's a human there, and I can't play with him, and he's got Tweedos. The number of sun bears shrank by over 30% over the last 30 years, according to World Wildlife Fund. They're also listed as vulnerable on the red list created by International Union for Conservation of Nature. Sun bears are the least known bears in the world, Wong said. I believe the incident could call people's attention on how sun bears may look like humans and hopefully could let people know that they are endangered species because of human activities, he added, citing large-scale deforestation and hunting. Animal rights group PETA said that the incident shows how all zoo animals, including this bear, should be moved to sanctuaries and wildlife reserves that prioritize the well-being of animals. These highly intelligent and social beings deserve to live freely and thrive in their natural environment, not used as mere spectacles for human entertainment. No, they're not being used as for human entertainment. They're being used as an example. Hey, this is a sun bear. This is what it looks like. This is an actual sun bear. Hey, aren't we lucky to see one? You're never going to see one in the wild, probably. Jason Baker, PETA Asian Vice President, said in a statement on Tuesday. Previously, other zoos in China have been criticized for denying their dogs, for dyeing their dogs to look like wolves. Oh, God, that's pretty funny. Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's see. Do we have footage of the bear? No, we don't. There it is. Okay, we're going to see the footage of the bear. Okay, let's see. We got footage of the bear. Okay, let's go. Let's footage.
It is that people are seeing at a zoo. Miss Maggie Freyer has the bare necessities.
Oh,
Tonight, the bear.
Bare necessity. Oh, God, that does look like a guy. That does look like a guy in a suit. Oh, my God. Oh, God.
Tonight, the curious video from China that has sparked a worldwide debate over what...
Yeah, barely believable. I reset it to the thing here. So, okay. Lester Holt.
Tonight, the bear facts about a question igniting the internet.
That does look like a dude in a suit. That does look like a dude in a suit. Listen, it might be a bear. Yeah, it might be Matt Damon in a suit. Oh my God, that is too weird. That is too weird.
Is this sun bear at a zoo in China really a bear, or is it a human in disguise? The uproar over this viral video showing a bear named Angela on hind legs with impressive posture, lumpy hips, and waving.
It's quite a unique behavior to sun bears, not a lot of other.
That looks like a person in a suit. I'm sorry. That's weird, man. That is so weird.
The bears stand on their back legs as often.
Okay.
Zoo officials deny there's anything fishy. We asked the deputy director.
Yeah, you deny. Of course they're going to deny anything fishy. You kidding me? The main tourist cash cow will go out the window.
Is the bear real or fake? I promise it's real, he says. Seeing is believing.
Yeah, because I could trust that guy. I'll trust that guy.
People can come and see for themselves. But across social media, the debate will not be tamed.
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah.
It looks too fishy to me.
Despite a statement released on Angela's behalf saying some people thought the way I stand up looks too human.
It does look too human. It does look too human.
So I will stress again, I'm a sun bear. Bear in mind there is precedent for imposters here, like in 2013 when a Chinese zoo was caught trying to pass off a dog as a lion.
That's not. Wait. Whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on. They tried to pass off a dog as a lion? Hold on a minute. Oh, what the hell? What the hell? Oh, it's been error has occurred. They try to pass off a golden retriever as a lion. Oh my god! Oh my god! What the hell? Hold on a second. Well, that I could understand. That I could understand. What the hell? Like there's a. That's not even close. Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy, really? Listen, you put the wig on the dog and they scare the mailman. It looks funny.
我是不是看着有点熟悉啊？应该是没长大，看一下这个西昌动物园给我们套路过来，就要给我们看到什么东西？你们看，这西昌。
Oh my god, that's just too funny.
原家山动物园给我们套路过来看的这玩什么玩意儿
？That is funny.
原家山动物园的
picture of the lion on the cage, and there's a dog. It's Air Bud. Oh my god, that is unbelievable. That really is unbelievable. So cute, but he's like, what the hell? Oh, get me out of here. Oh, poor little guy.
看着有点熟悉啊。
Oh, for God's sake. Yeah, they weren't even trying. Yeah, they weren't even trying.
The dog as a lion. Experts say Malayan sun bears with their colored chest fur are just smaller and slimmer than most other bears.
The extra skin's a really important adaptation for sun bears, so it's actually to avoid predators.
Still, the zoo
Well, okay.
is in no rush to escape the spotlight. Attendance is up 30% as visitors claw their way to
yeah, and the fact they sits down like a regular dude is
bear witness to all the hype. Janice Mackey Freire, NBC News, Beijing.
Hold on, wait, whoa.
Our world is facing.
Hold on, whoa. Okay. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh god. That's not even funny. That's just confusing. All right, everyone. Oh my god. I think that's a dude. I think that is a dude. So a preview of the Wednesday Wire. Hold on. That the San Jose Sharks have traded Erik Karlsson to Pittsburgh, and they get Michael Granlund, Jan Reuter, Mike Hoffman, and a 2024 first-round pick. Montreal receives defenseman Jeff Petrie and Casey DeSmith and Nathan Laguerre, a 2025 second-round pick. It's compensation. Pittsburgh gets Carlson, Rem Pitlick, Dylan Hamlick, and a 2026 third-round pick. So there you go. Moves happening all the time in the sports world. That's right, Tobin. You got the mousy. That's right. He doesn't like that trade either. We just saw dogs in the line at this point. That's a dude in the suit. Yeah. All right. Now it is time for a segment that I like to call Future Headlines. Actually, someone else called it, and I ripped it off from him. Future Headlines. As you know, I like to stay on top of all the latest news. And sometimes I like to stay on top of news that isn't even breaking yet. So that is why I subscribe to a special service that sends me headlines from the very near future. These are headlines that you are going to be seeing in only, it could be days, weeks, months, maybe a couple years. But these are headlines from the future. And so we're going to kick it off with this one. Future headline. Paramount announces Star Trek sitcom. A first for the Star Trek universe. Star Trek showrunner and butcherer Alex Kurtzman has announced a Star Trek sitcom. In an interview, Kurtzman said, "I can't destroy the franchise any more than I already have. So I figured, why not?" Yeah, that's right, Zabo. Yeah, I don't like it either. The series will be about the story of a Starfleet officer who recounts the story about the first time he met his wife to his teenage children. The series will be titled "How I Met Your Vulcan." So, future headline. Yeah, that's right. That's a bad idea, Zabo. A little blabbermouth. A little blabbermouth wrote it. Speaking of Zabu. Speaking of Zabu. Actually, speaking of Bob Iger. CBS CEO Bob Iger to start a reality TV series. With the writer's strike now entering its 5th year, Disney has announced it will air a reality series based on the day-to-day life of CEO Bob Iger. When reached for comment, spokesperson said, obviously, there's some stuff here we're going to have to leave out. Mr. Iger is really an interesting personality with the whole screwing over the unions and everything. So we hope that this will make for some compelling television. So there you go. So second future headline. And finally, we have a future headline that hits very close to home. I can get it up here. Cat sworn in as president. Running on the platform of N.A.P.S and Tritos, Zabu the cat was sworn in as president of the United States. When asked for comment, the new White House press secretary, Robot Shlomo, said, "I think he's going to do a great job. I mean, look at how many previous presidents have slept during their term. He'll be a natural." So there you go. Future headlines. Headlines in the future. Well, he's got this. I sent on a bigger prize. Everyone, thank you very much for joining me this lovely afternoon. Everyone, thank everybody for being here. Mage Grey Wolf, Anubis, Cesario Japan, Chef Nation, Anthony Way, Morbid Furies, the other guy, this other guy, Michael Bashir's, the other guy there, the other guy, the monkey, Zabo, Grand 42, Ricardo, this other dude, this other constant drowsiness, the other dude here, everyone, okay, Anthony Way. If I don't mention your name, don't feel bad. I'm very forgetful in my young old age. Andrew Helm, thank you very much for joining us. Everyone, have a good rest of your day. Have a good rest of your evening. Good night, good Sunday, good day, good week, good Monday, good whatever it is. No drinking, no driving. We want to see you back here next week. I might do a game stream later if Sabu will be quiet for a minute. In the end with the zoo news. That was good. I like that too. Everyone, have a good rest of your day. Take care, everyone. Stay safe out there. That's right. And as always, I don't want to share screen. And as always, we will catch you. Oh, by the way, if you still want to see me play the boxing game, you still want to Black Shaggy boxing, you still want to see me play the boxing game, I'll see if I can pick that up. I know I've been promising, but I'll have to do that. But we're going to enjoy some more Sniper Elite. Everyone, stay safe out there. And as always, we will catch you next time.